Why nice guys are always her last choice. That's crazy. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that. Check out the TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Check out the TikTok for me. It's going to be in the description down below. If you don't talk to God today, please talk to God today. He is our source, our life, and gotta take time to appreciate him. You know, nothing else is more important than that at the end of the day. All this other stuff is not important. But your relationship with God is most important. Even if I can save one person, I'll be complete. Even if God uses me to save 2 people, I'll be complete. So today's video, why nice guys finish last, why they're always her last choice. Video comes from Silent Psyche. Let's go ahead and check it out, see what it's talking about. Let's do it.
Yourself why she smiles sweetly, yet her heart is cold. Why she says she wants someone kind, someone good, someone who treats her right. But in the end, she always chooses the man who ignores her, hurts her, or even destroys her. It's a cruel truth, but one you can't afford to ignore. Nice guys are always her last choice. And tonight, I'm going to reveal to you the hidden psychology behind this brutal game.
You know what I've noticed? As we've grown older and progressed, as we've gotten older, you know what I'm saying? All the cool, well, even being younger, even I'm in the phase right now, this age right now that we're in, girls are more inclined to look at a certain type of guy over another guy. But then as soon as we hit like 28, 29, 30, and it's not cool no more, then it's always like, oh, let's go to the nice guy after you've been destroyed already, you're broken, blah, blah, blah. And guys do the same thing too. They go for a certain type of girl when they're younger. But then as soon as we get older, it's like roles reverse, roles flip. You know what I'm saying? We should always start looking for that mindset first. And then, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Now, that doesn't mean settle for less or don't go with somebody that you don't find attractive. But let's look at the mind first.
Secret code that most women will never tell you. The rules of attraction that sound unfair, but are as real as gravity. Listen closely, because once you see the signs, you can never unsee them. You think kindness is enough. You think patience, loyalty, and sacrifice will make her love you more. But here's the poison hidden inside that belief. Women don't fall for what is safe. They fall for what makes their heart race.
Okay.
Nice guys don't make her heart race. They make her feel comfortable, yes. They make her feel secure, yes. But passion, fire, obsession, those are born from danger, not safety. And this is the first trap. She tells you she wants someone nice. She convinces you that if you just keep giving, keep waiting, keep proving your devotion, then one day...
All right, now we're entering the simp territory. That's what it's starting to feel like. You know, you start entering that simp territory. You know, I'll date you soon. We'll be together soon. I'll like you soon. Soon. Just keep paying for my food soon. Get some dinner soon. So guys do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make this video just about, you know what I'm saying, nice guys and nice girls finish last. I want to clarify that. I don't just feel like it is exclusive to one side. I feel like nice girls finish last, nice guys finish last. I feel like both parties finish last because, you know, guys take advantage of girls just like girls take advantage of guys. Simple as that. But I just feel like it's just like, take you out to dinner after you buy this for me, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like,
She'll
waiting.
See your worth.
It's 10
But
years, girl. What's going on?
Has that day ever come? Or are you still waiting? Because here's the first truth. The more available you are, the less she values you. It's not logical. It's psychological. The human mind craves what it cannot fully possess. And when you give yourself fully, instantly, without her having to fight for it, you remove the mystery. You remove the challenge. You remove the spark. Think about it. Why does she text less when you reply instantly? Why does she chase the man who ignores her, but not the man who worships her? It's not because she's evil. It's because attraction itself is wired to reward scarcity and punish abundance. You are abundant. Too abundant. And in her eyes, that abundance feels cheap. This is the cruel paradox. The second truth is even darker. Women test men. Not because they are malicious, but because deep inside, their psychology is wired for survival. She wants to know if you are strong enough to handle her moods, her silence, her storms. So when you always say yes, when you always apologize, even when you did nothing wrong, when you let her disrespect slide, thinking it's better to keep the peace, you fail the test. You think you're being kind. She sees you as weak, and weakness is the most unforgivable sin in her eyes. This is the hidden game most men never learn until it's too late. Women will never openly admit they crave strength more than sweetness. That respect matters more than love. That desire grows not from comfort, but from tension. Nice guys erase all tension. They flatten the mystery. They become predictable, safe, boring. And boring is the slowest, most painful death of attraction. But let me give you the third truth, and this one will sting the most. Nice guys are not really nice. They're strategic. They believe that if they keep giving, if they keep sacrificing, then eventually she owes them love.
I don't know. I'd like to argue that. I kind of want to semi-argue that there are some nice guys out here, man. There's some nice people out here, girls and guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's a strategy move. Now, it can be a strategy move depending on what your intentions are, but I don't feel like it's a strategy move just to be nice to a girl or a girl be nice to a guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, I feel like who you give your niceness to, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I mean, it could be a strategy move, but it's not like I'm plotting, like, if I just keep being nice, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like in a way you are plotting because you're like, if I keep being nice, I could get this. Like, I could get the girl that I want. But, like, I don't know if it, like, not all times it's malicious intent. Y'all think so? I don't know.
It's a trade, a secret contract she never signed. And when she doesn't fulfill that contract, he feels betrayed. He feels used. He feels broken. But ask yourself, was it really kindness? Or was it manipulation dressed as kindness? Because here's the reality. True kindness asks for nothing in return. But most nice guys expect everything in return. And when they don't get it, their mask slips. Their resentment shows. And that resentment makes them even less attractive. Now you see why the cycle never ends. So let's put it together. Why is the nice guy always her last choice? Because he is too available. Because he is too predictable. Because he is too weak. And because his kindness is not pure. It's transactional. It hurts to hear this, I know. But better the bitter truth than the sweet poison.
So how do you get them then?
Look back at your own life. How many times?
Like, it sounds like the opposite. Like, it sounds like he's saying you just gotta let them know. Girl, I don't really like you at all. You chase me. Then we locked in. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. When I'm listening to this video, I'm like, so what am I supposed to do?
Times have you waited for her? How many nights did you tell yourself she would finally see your worth? How many times did she say, you're such a good guy, any girl would be lucky to have you, only to run into the arms of someone else? That wasn't an accident. That was the pattern. And here's the secret you were never told. She doesn't want the man who worships her. She wants the man she worships. Let that sink in, because it changes everything. When you put her on a pedestal, you destroy the very dynamic that creates attraction. You become the servant. She becomes the queen. But queens do not fall in love with their servants. They use them. They command them. They dismiss them. It's brutal, but it's real. So the question is not, why don't women like nice guys? The real question is, why do nice guys refuse to stop being servants? And the answer is fear. Fear of rejection.
Okay.
Fear of loneliness.
Okay.
Fear of standing their ground and losing her. So they choose the slow death. They choose to live in her shadow, to give endlessly, to hope quietly, to beg invisibly. And in the end, they are forgotten. Because here's the darkest truth of all. She never truly saw you as a man. She saw you as a tool.
God! Alright. They're cutting a little deep in this video. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Slow down. You're a tool. Simple as that. You're a tool. You're a tool for their... That means, like, anytime you was nice to somebody, like a girl that you liked or a guy that you liked, anytime you was nice, he's saying you was a tool to them. If they was using you improperly, you know what I'm saying? If they really didn't care about you. But, like, dang, hearing I was a tool the whole time, and I put my heart into this, I put my love into this, I put all this into this, I put my money into this, you tell me I was a tool the whole time, bro? God.
Plan. A safety net. A comfortable option she would keep in her pocket until the day she was done chasing the dangerous men who made her feel alive. And when she's done? When her heart is broken too many times? When she's tired, older, exhausted from the games? Then she remembers you, the nice guy, the last choice, not because she suddenly loves you, but because you are safe, convenient, available. And tell me, is that the love you want? To be chosen last, not out of desire, but out of desperation. This is the poison you must wake up from, because the moment you accept being her last choice, you destroy yourself. The antidote is not to become cruel. The antidote is not to stop being kind. The antidote is to stop being weak, to stop being predictable, to stop selling your soul for scraps of her attention. She will only love you when she respects
All right,
you. She will only respect you when you respect yourself.
Okay.
And until you understand that, you will always be trapped in her game.
Okay.
And now, we reach the part that no one dares to say out loud.
Let me hear
the
it.
part that will sting the most.
Let me hear
the
it.
truth that separates men who remain trapped as
Let me
nice
hear it.
guys
No, I'm playing
from
with
men
this.
who
I'm sorry,
finally
my
break
bad.
free.
My bad.
Are you ready? Here it is. She never really loved you. Let that silence sink in. She never loved you for who you are. She loved what you gave. Your attention. Your validation.
Girl, you ain't love me this whole time? What you mean you ain't love me? What you mean you ain't love me though? Like, for real though. Like, you know what it is? We used to hang out together. We was caked up. We used to pray together. We was prayed up. We used to love together. We was loved up. What you mean you ain't love me? This whole time you ain't love me, bro? No, she ain't love you, bro. What you mean she love you? She ain't love you this whole time. You knew that. That's the problem with us, bro. We gotta stop doing that. Stop doing that. We see the signs from the beginning. We ignore them because they look good, and then we get hurt. Looking stupid. Because he got dreads, you get hurt. Because she got a butt, you got hurt. Stop finding your people at the clubs and at these parties. Get you a woman in the church. Get your man in the church. Or just get you somebody that's not, you know what I'm saying? You don't meet the love of your life at NCAT homecoming. She don't love you? What? You thought that girl loved you, bro? What are you talking about? I don't know anybody that's met the love of their life. Genuinely, I don't know anybody that's met the love of their life at a club, at homecoming, at a party. I don't know anybody that's done that. I don't. If y'all know somebody that's done that, drop in the comments. What's the method? Drop in the comments. Teach me, please.
Your safety. Your resources. Your devotion. But you, your essence, your masculine fire, she didn't even see it. And this is the cruelest cut of all. Women don't love men for their sacrifices. They love men for their strength, their mystery, their refusal to be tamed, the man who challenges her, the man who doesn't bend at every request, the man who makes her feel that electric spark of uncertainty. That's the man she craves. That's the man she dreams about at night, not the man who answers her texts in 2 seconds.
Oh my God! Stop! I'm done answering texts. No more 2-second taser. You gotta wait. You gotta wait 10 minutes to get a response back from me, brother. You gotta wait at least 20. Cause they talking about no more 2-second text. Cause I text back fast, bro. As soon as it pop up, I'm grabbing. You know what I'm saying? I'm grabbing them on the You know what I'm saying? I'm on it. No more, bro. No more. Hour text backs minimum. Simple.
Not the man who spends years waiting for her to choose him. Because here's the paradox. The moment she knows she has you completely, she no longer wants you. Attraction dies in certainty. Desire is born in doubt, and this is where nice guys always bleed. They offer certainty. They offer total loyalty. They offer everything up front, and in doing so, they suffocate attraction before it even has the chance to ignite.
Okay.
Now, I know what you're thinking. So what? Should I become a bad boy? Should I play games? Should I treat her badly? No, that's not the answer, because the so-called bad boy isn't powerful because he is cruel. He is powerful because he is free. Free from her control. free from her approval, free from the fear of losing her. And freedom is the ultimate magnet. That's why women chase him, not because of his insults or recklessness, but because he doesn't need her. He lives on his own terms, and that is irresistible. Meanwhile, the nice guy lives for her. He shapes himself around her. He waits for her signal, her approval, her attention. He becomes trapped in her orbit, like a planet circling a sun that will never warm him. And she feels it. She feels that neediness, that desperation, that hunger. And neediness is the biggest repellent of all. So here's the bitter truth you must carve into your mind. The moment you need her, you
better
lose
say
her.
something harsh.
Read that again. The moment you
you
need
need her,
you
you
lose
lose
her.
her.
And until you break free from that need, you will always be her last choice. Think about your own story. Think about the countless hours wasted waiting for her messages. Think about the sleepless nights, rehearsing the perfect reply. Think about the way your stomach twisted when she said, I'm not...
Alright, I think you're talking from experience, because this is a little too spot on. It's either you talking from experience as he opened a chapter out of my book. That boy reading into my own personal life. Good Lord, this is crazy. It's crazy. This is deep. All I'm getting out of this is, I'll tell you at the end, stay till the end.
Ready for a relationship right now, only to see her with another man a week later. That pain you felt, that betrayal, that humiliation, it all came from one root. Need for her attention, need for her validation, need for her love. But real men don't need. Real men choose, and that's the shift you must make if you want to escape this prison, because right now you're in chains. Invisible chains made of hope, fantasy, and fear. You tell yourself that one day she will realize how good you are, how much you care, how loyal you've been. But that day will never come, and if it does, it will come too late. When she is already broken, when her fire is gone, when she comes crawling back, not because she desires you, but because she needs a safe place to fall. And if you accept her then, if you welcome her with open arms after years of rejection, you will not be her lover. You will be her caretaker, her nurse, her last resort. Is that the destiny you want? To be the man she settles for, not the man she burns for? No, you deserve better. But here's the catch. No one will hand you that respect. No woman will suddenly give it to you out of pity. You must take it. You must earn it. You must demand it with the way you live, the way you...
Also, guys, I want to throw this out. This is a guys and girls video for sure. I know it says why nice guys are always her last choice, but we're doing it for both. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff he's saying, like, can apply to both situations. Now, some of the stuff he's saying is kind of like, but like the stuff he's saying can apply to both situations. Just lock in.
Walk the way you speak.
I know y'all are locked. I know y'all get it.
Yourself.
Y'all get it.
Respect yourself, or no one else will. And I know this is hard to hear, because being the nice guy feels safe. It feels righteous. It feels like the moral high ground. But it's a lie. The nice guy is not good. He is afraid. Afraid to say no. Afraid to walk away. Afraid to stand tall and risk being alone. So he hides.
You know, that's the hardest thing to say. I'll be saying that all the time. The hardest part, I actually heard this. Hardest thing to do is to say no. That's super hard, bro. People don't understand that. Before you go to college, before you move up in life, before you do things, before you leave high school, no cap, even before you get to high school, you have to develop yourself and know who you are, number one. And number two, you have to have the ability to say no. That'll save you so much trouble. Hey, you trying to go to this party? No. Boom. Save you so much trouble. You would have never met that guy if you didn't go to that party. Hey, trying to get lit tonight? No. You would have never got hungover if you didn't do that. Hey, you trying to go to church? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you trying to go blah, 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 blah. You trying to go do this. You trying to go hit this play. You trying to go do this. You know what I'm saying? You trying to go do all this stuff. If you have the ability to say no, it would have saved a lot of people so much time, bro. I'm telling you, the easiest thing to do is say yes. Hardest thing to do, say no. Remember that. Work on your no's so that your yeses don't become bad decisions. Oh, that was deep. Thank you, God, for that.
His fear behind kindness. He hides his weakness behind generosity. He hides his desperation behind patience. But women are not blind. They see through it, they feel it, and they reject it. This is why the nice guy is always the last choice. Not because women hate kindness, but because women crave men who cannot be broken. So what do? You stop begging. You stop chasing. You stop giving your soul to women who don't respect you. You become scarce. You become unpredictable. You become the man who is willing to walk away at any moment. You stop being her backup plan, and you become her only plan. And yes, this is dangerous. It's uncomfortable. It forces you to risk rejection. It forces you to accept that some women will leave. But the ones who stay, they will stay because they truly desire you. Not because you were convenient, not because you were safe, not because you were the last option left, but because you lit a fire inside them that no other man could. And that is real love.
All right.
So I leave you with this choice. You
Leave
can
me.
keep living as the nice guy,
Okay.
the servant,
Okay.
the last choice,
Okay.
the man who waits and waits only to be discarded again and again. Or you can wake up. You can take back your power. You can embrace the uncomfortable truth that strength, not safety, is what creates desire. And if you do, you will never be her last choice again. Now the question is simple. Which man will you be? The
Hey.
servant, or the king, the victim, or the master of your own destiny? The nice guy she ignores, or the man she cannot stop thinking about?
All right. You poke into my life one more time, I'll knock you out. Simple as that. Nah, this is a W video. I feel like it had its ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? Some stuff was a little more aggressive than others, but I don't feel like it was an L video, you know what I'm saying? Work on what you need to work on. Start looking at them signs. If you got a question about a guy or something or about a girl, drop in the comments. Ask me. You know what I'm saying? Now, my advice might not be what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. On my mama. Simple as that. But like, comment, subscribe, post notifications, all that. TikTok, all that. You know the vibes, all that. Let me know what y'all want to see next. What y'all don't want to see. If y'all not liking this, if y'all are liking this, I don't care. I'll still drop what I want to drop. But I still love y'all. Simple as that. Until next time, God loves you. I love you. Peace.
Is fast and I'm homebound.